Well, we'll get you. Oh, wait a minute, I have one more announcement. And that is that the planning commission, or anybody in the audience that's interested in the county planning commission, it's because we're holding our budget hearings, we preempted the planning commission and they're over at City Hall. You sure, Mr. Jonas, you don't want to go over to planning commission? You'd rather stay here?
I'd rather stay
We're
here.
happy to have you. Your attendance is duly noted. Good afternoon, Julie. Thank you very much for taking time out of your schedule to come. I know you guys are very busy right now.
Very busy. Thank you for having me.
And tab, I'm sorry, I have to look to Julie now. Tab
4.
Tab 4. Thank you. Okay, very good. Supervisor Chapman, we waited patiently for you and we're just getting started, sir.
Okay, Chairman Hanson, board members, good afternoon, not good morning. I've gone through my budgets. I've tried to cut back as much as I can everywhere, as I'm sure everyone has. We did make more than a 10% cutback in 2010-11, and as everyone else, we're working on bare bones to, get in line with what we can do. And one of the things that I did, should I just go through one budget at a time?
If you'd like to.
That might be good.
Yours are probably in the same order as are ours, so.
Yes. Okay, the first one is a clerk of the board,
Correct.
and there is an increase in that because of the new Granicus system that you've already authorized us to purchase. And
I'm assuming that's
So that's been
a portion of
incorporated.
that $28,000 is down there.
yes, that 28 plus the 11,000 up in maintenance and computer
Okay,
equipment.
Thank you.
So that's been calculated in. I did reduce the travel by 227. That's the only place I could cut, and we still need training and different things. So we left that at $200. Any questions on?
Questions by board members on that one? Yes, they will be able to review them all at the end.
And the next one is county clerk. And I've gone through and there again cut back on the travel. Everything there is what we need, like bare bones. Unless you have
Yeah,
any
looking at the
questions.
numbers then. Any questions by board members?
So on the county clerk. Like the salaries are kind of spread over each of the budget units.
Right.
Is that how it works?
Because we cross-train and we
Yeah,
have to
that's good,
help
'cause
out.
one's higher than the other, so it's sort of.
Right, and that's a percentage of how much time that person puts into that position,
Okay,
and so that's why they're all through the 4 different departments.
okay,
I went through this again last night and this morning, and on the county clerk budget, under line item 3001702, maintenance and computer equipment, I think that can be cut back to $500, so I can cut that by another $1,025.
2325? Under.
Down to 500, yes, 23,
Okay.
25 down to 500. I've been trying to find everywhere I can to cut because I know how
Appreciate that.
bad things are.
We appreciate that, as do other.
On to the election budget. We have a HAVA grant, Help America Vote Act grant, in the amount of $128,000 that I've had in my budget since they've approved it. And they've extended that grant through 2015, December 2015. But I cannot see us spending that money during this fiscal year because what it's for is new voting equipment, and the Secretary of State has not authorized any new equipment to be used or used for the counties throughout California. So our system is getting older. We've had it since 2000, and it will need to be replaced eventually, but right now, there's nothing on the market that is approved by the state that we can use. And we will be having a new Secretary of State during the next election because her term has expired, so we anticipate that we'll have someone that will move along and get some new equipment in that we can purchase, and then that money I would want to be back in my budget at that time, but at this time, just holding it there just makes it look like I'm gonna be spending it when I'm not. So we took that 28,000 out of the HAVA 301. Let's see. The 30,000 for elections, oh, I'm sorry, $65,000 for special department expenses. That's an estimated 15,000 for the recall election and an estimated 50,000 for the June primary. Any questions on?
Any questions on that? Aaron? Sure.
Help me out a little bit on this, Julie. I mean, as far as that goes, because as you look across there, you see some of the actuals, but yet not every year's an election year. I mean, how much does an election, I mean, why is?
It varies.
Okay.
Elections are only every even year,
Right,
unless there's a special election,
right.
as there is this year. And then in June, we will be paying for the items, but I won't be able to bill. Well, there won't be many departments to bill because it's county offices mainly that'll be running. In November, it usually costs more for the general election, but we also have special